Not bad, but not great. So let's start with a minute left in regulation. LeBron James had the ball, lost the ball on a crucial possession, and ended up having to fling a three at the shot clock, which missed badly. With 2 seconds left in regulation, he did what I criticized him for not doing the other night. He drove the basketball to the hole on Andre Iguodala. And he got met at the rim, as he would have in Game 1 at the end of regulation, by both Iguodala, who might have body fouled him a little bit on the way, but probably not going to get that call, and Draymond Green. And LeBron had a tough but decent shot, a left-handed layup that was clean, and he missed it. I'm thinking that the best player on the planet should have made that shot somehow, some way. If you're not going to get fouled and you get that ball that close to the rim, you should put it down. Now let's go to overtime. As you pointed out correctly, obviously, it was glaringly obvious, he got hacked by Iguodala with 1:35 left and should have been shooting 2 free throws there. But with 45 seconds left in overtime, he drove the ball on Draymond right into his face and got tied up. And on the jump ball, LeBron James, who I think has the highest basketball IQ in the league, ends up catching the tip, which we all know you cannot do, and it's a turnover. And it's crucial. That's 45 seconds left. In overtime, 22 seconds left. Drive number 2. He drives the ball again. He gets another left-handed layup on Draymond, who comes completely across LeBron's face and cleanly blocks the left-handed layup. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is just me. With 22 seconds left, you got to go up hard with your right hand because you're going to get fouled with your right hand. I'm sorry, I know LeBron does the correct basketball play, which is left, but they got a break because then Iguodala couldn't control the rebound and threw it out of bounds. And all of a sudden, he gets drive number 3. This is LeBron James. He gets a second chance on that last possession, and he drives it right-handed on Iguodala. Steph comes off James Jones from the corner, and I thought LeBron had a great shot that he could have driven and got fouled with the right hand. No problem on Iguodala. Had a step on him. And instead, he makes the correct basketball play. He kicks it to James Jones. From there, we know the rest of the story. James misses the 3. We know what Delly did, gets the rebound, and makes the 2 free throws. I just gave you a litany of situations, opportunities, in which the best player on the planet failed to close the deal. So how can I give him more than a C+ off that game last night, even though, big picture, he had a triple-double?
Well, first of all, he had a triple-double, so that in and of itself is a C. Then you take into account the fact that 2 of the plays that you pointed out shouldn't have been plays that worked against LeBron James. When he caught the jump ball, if you recall, Draymond Green had his left hand on his shoulder holding him down.
But it happens.
No, what I'm saying to you is that he was looking, he was like, you can't do that, that's a foul, etc., etc.
I got it.
Okay, and then not only that, again, you did acknowledge that he made the correct play because James Jones did come off the bench and did contribute well for them. Yep. So if he made the right play, if that call was a foul that should have been called, if the other call by Iguodala was a foul that should have been called, and you combine all of that with LeBron James having 39, 16, and 11, I would think that's better than a damn C. I mean, my God.
Wait. C+.
You gave him a plus.
C+.
I would tell you this. If you were a professor at an institution advertising that's how you judge people, you'd lose tuition money for institutions because they wouldn't come there to take your class. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I went to Vanderbilt.
Oh,
it was
did you?
tough.
That's right.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind. Jay Cutler went there. Keep that in mind.
That's all right. That's okay. You know what?
Please. When it shows up in results, come call me. Come call me, Jay Cutler. Oh, please.
Oh, boy.
The point is that you got a triple-double, and then not only that, on so many occasions, what we do is we look at guys, and when they mess up, we want to discredit them for their lack of leadership and their ability to galvanize troops around them and to maximize the collective potential effort of a unit. But But when they do it in a positive fashion, we want to ignore it. This is what rubs professional athletes the wrong way. If you were acting up and you didn't have a positive impact on your teammates, everyone would be talking about you like a dog. But LeBron James does have a positive impact on his teammates. They do maximize their potential because of him. But we just want to go in and say, oh, that doesn't really mean anything because you're the best player in the world and you're supposed to be doing this, that, and the other. No, it does not work that way. LeBron James does not deserve an A+ or an A because of his performance, because 11 for 35 is 11 for 35. In fact, they won game 2. Considering the fact that Matthew Dellavedova would be absolutely positively irrelevant if it were not for LeBron James being his teammate. Considering that James Jones, the same would apply to him if it were not for LeBron James doing his teammate. Considering the fact that Mike Miller, even though he didn't do anything, was able to come off the bench for 6 minutes because of LeBron James' relevancy. Considering the fact that Timothy Mozgov registered at 17 and 11 because of LeBron James' presence. When you consider all of these different things and the fact that you are playing without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, and the only reason you were projected to be a championship contender is because of the appearance, all right, and the existence of those other two, says to me that you standing here today doing what you're doing, the letter C, whether it has a plus symbol next to it or not, should never be attached to LeBron James.
And what is your letter grade?
B.
Just a B? Well, it's only like a half grade above me.
No.
It's C plus
No, it's not.
B, right?
No, it's not.
Huh?
There's B minus, C.
Oh,
I thought you said you went to Vanderbilt.
Oh,
it's a B minus, but it's a B.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never got a B minus.
Oh, you only got A's.
I never got
You
a
only
B
got
minus.
A's.
You never got a B minus?
No.
You sure?
No, I was cum laude.
Oh, there you go again.
And yet you still sit here and brag about Jay Cutler.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
You
big
wanna wrap?
picture.
Yes.
So if Golden State had somehow survived and won this game, what would you have said to all these things that I just showed you? I got 6 late game situations in which LeBron James failed to close the deal.
I would have said to you it's bad. Because the bottom line is that you got to be able to close the deal. LeBron James and his teammates found a way to close the deal.
Who closed it?
Well, again, LeBron James with Matthew Dellavedova.
It was Dellavedova closed the deal. He got the offensive rebound and made the 2 free throws.
No. Because collectively, they played defense. As far as I'm concerned, Iman Shumpert deserves just as much credit as Dellavedova for defending. You see the steals that Iman Shumpert, the strips that he has had. I mean, he stole the last pass from Steph Curry to Klay Thompson. That was Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was playing a big-time defense most of the night, too.
Would you rather guard Klay Thompson or Steph Curry?
What are you talking about?
Who's easier to guard, Klay or Steph?
Klay.
Thank you.
But wait a minute.
Well, Shumpert's guarding Klay.
But wait a minute. But Shumpert was guarding Klay because Matthew couldn't.
Well, I know, but he fits on court. Well, listen, Shumpert can't guard Steph either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he can guard him.
Cannot.
He can guard him better than Matthew Dellavedova.
He can't stay in front of him.
Are you saying
he cannot stay in front of him?
Are you saying that Matthew Dellavedova is a better defensive player than Iman Shumpert?
Against Steph, he is. He's a better matchup for Steph. He stays in front of Steph. He anticipates Steph better than Shumpert does. Look what.
Really?
Why did Bradley Beal say? Did you hear Bradley Beal sitting right next to you? You were asleep at that point, maybe.
Right.
But he was sitting right next to you. He said, he's the toughest defender I faced.
Because
look at what he did to Derrick Rose in Game 6. Are you kidding me?
Let me tell you what Matthew Dellavedova does, because clearly you've got something over your eyes. This is what he does. Matthew Dellavedova sits there and understands his deficiencies. So you know what he does, Skip? He doesn't pay attention to anything but his man. Now, if you know anything about wait a minute. If you know anything about basketball, what happens is when somebody mirrors you to the point where they'll follow you to the bathroom, it's very, very hard. When you got an Iman Shumpert or you have a LeBron James or whatever, they're multifaceted defenders. So yes, they can guard their man and stay in front of their man, but they're also required to help, not just because of their size, but also their athleticism and their defensive instincts. And as a result, they are able to spy, zone, and help out other defenders, not just guard their man. Matthew Dellavedova is the guy that stays married to his guy because that's what he does well.
His guy is the MVP. He took him out of the game.
But I'm not saying that he can't play defense. I'm telling you, he's not a better on-ball defender or off-ball defender than Iman Shumpert. He's not.
Look, I love Shumpert. They're a little tougher defensive team than Golden State is right now because of the lineup switches when you bring in Tristan and Dellavedova. Come on.
He's not a better.
I'm not trying to diss Iman.
He's not.
We gotta
He's not a
wrap.
better defender than Iman Shumpert.
Deli's defender
it's
up for
just
debate.
house.
We'll continue to talk about that. We asked what grade would you give LeBron James' performance last night. Stephen A says it's a B, and you say it's a C+. We'll add that plus. At the Pick'em board, where we decide who will win the series, we have Omari. Omari, please make your pick, sir. He says it will be the Warriors. Amari Hardwick at the desk when we return. First take on the road for the finals. We'll be back in a moment. And as just mentioned, the NBA finals are heading back to Cleveland. But I still love the town, even though we're going to Cleveland. The series is tied at 1. And we want to know what happens with Game 3. So, Skip Bayless, give us your early gut feeling for Game 3.
My early gut feeling for Game 3, I believe the Warriors will bounce back and win it.